In this video, I'm going to give you the focus questions for lesson 1.3. This is the lesson about graphing. So I'm going to go to my study section of the notebook. Remember, this is the section that you would want to review the night, or not the night, let's say a week or two before a test. These are some very common test questions that you might be asked or that will relate to things that you could be asked. So we've done 2 lessons already, and we are up to this third lesson. And I'm putting in the chapter number, which is number 1. We're almost finished with chapter 1. And chapter 1, remember, is called The Nature of Science. And then we are on lesson 3 of chapter 1. So lesson 3 is called Graphing. Always put a header up there, and that way you can find your place in your book. If you're referring back to your text, you can easily find the lesson. And this is lesson 1.3, chapter 1, lesson 3. And there are 3 focus questions for this chapter. Number 1 is, what is a graph? Now, I know we've answered that with the flashcards and the vocabulary, and we could just copy that answer in here. But I'm far more concerned that you understand what that really means. So we're going to leave enough space here to answer that a little bit more than just the flashcard answer. Okay, number 2, the question is, what type of graph is used, or is best, for displaying how data has changed over time. And I apologize if you hear a lawnmower. I didn't realize that lawn mowing was happening today, so if it gets very loud, I'll stop the video. Okay, and we're going to leave a lot of space for this. So let's leave some serious space there. And then down here toward the bottom, let's put question number 3. And it's identify 3 types of graphs. And I'm going to add a word here, 3 main types of graphs, because there are lots and lots of graphs that we're not going to talk about, but we are going to focus on the 3 main types. Now, if you want to use a Post-it note or something at this point to just try to answer these questions just on what you know right now, just stick that on with a Post-it note, jot an answer down, and then when we come back to these, you can compare your Post-it note and you will see how much you've learned. If you don't already know these things, you may already know what I'm going to show you. But if you don't, you will be amazed at how much you will know when we come back to these questions.